Guys, a new little segment we're doing tonight. Donya from Vilmoria and Dean from Untraceable Fishing. And we are talking Throwback Thursday. Okay.
So what is Throwback Thursday? That means we're going back in time.
Back in time, but also looking at interesting tackle in the past and our South African heritage. I think it's quite
100%.
important.
Cool.
And this is my own personal baby. It's a Penn 49. I think it's the A. We are debating that just now.
I don't know which one is
It's a wide spool Penn 49. And to give you an idea here, before we go into like talking about catching fish and then, what is super cool about these reels, the guys in Cape Town, they were targeting off Rooival, they were throwing lures, spoons of all things, up to 8 ounces.
Just big boys.
On the narrow one.
Yeah.
And they were hooking these tuna and they were getting spooled. So a couple of railway engineers, I forget the oaks' names, they took the steel spool and they welded a pipe in between to make it wide enough. And they took literally the little arms here from the Penn 500 Jigmaster and the foot from the Jigmaster to make it wide enough.
100%. To hold more line.
And they were starting to do this, and eventually the Penn Oaks in America saw this and made this reel
available
for the South African market only. Can you imagine throwing 8-ounce spoons on this, dude?
Jeez. 2 casts, I'd be buggered.
I think what the Oaks used to do in those days, though, they'd wait and see the shoal coming and then like gun those casts in there. But from what my research can say on Rooival, the biggest tuna caught off of Rooival on one of these reels was 75 kilos.
That is insane.
I know you guys love your Penn slammers and your heavy stuff, but these babies have pulled some of the biggest fish in South Africa.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think anyone who's of our kind of generation has fished with one. And this one, ironically, has got I saw it in a local cash converters or cash crusaders here. This thing is as smooth as butter. Do you know how much it cost me?
Probably about $400, $450.
$200.
Oh, that's a bargain, eh?
You know, a while ago, the Oaks were asking me what budget shark wheel can I buy. Man, budget shark wheel.
There it is, there it is right there.
Okay, so not the easiest to cast.
Yeah.
Well, I dig about it. I'm using 0.5 mil mono here, which is about a 40-pound odd.
Yeah.
600 meters on it.
Yep.
It's more than sufficient line. And slow ratio, I think 3.5 to 1 or something.
But that's what you want for your bigger, more powerful
I think alignment on the side there. A bit weird, and well, they've got 2 levers. I think you're showing getting the guys confused. What I don't like is my guts tends to sometimes catch this
that one over,
which goes into the.
You don't even need a gut to.
Which goes into the free spool, which really sucks. And this buoy key gives you the forward or back
reverse.
But as we were pointing out, I know you actually love the ratchet sounds on your slammers and your tesauros and that. Yeah, you got a little ratchet in the button, so when your line goes out, bang. And your little knobby there that can control your speed and your drop. I must admit, you can't cast this baby 100 miles. A 70, 80 meter cast in this, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You're not pushing 100 meters, trust me. I'm trying 10 ounces on you, I'm still not getting 100 meters. But when that goes, you know you've got a slow run.
Yeah.
Then you get like super excited and running.
Get that one pitch.
Okay. Where I'd still use this rod today is like if I'm swimming out really big liveys.
Things like that.
I've got a Loomis Sharky 13.69 ounce rod.
And you want to fish
and I'm going for badge and I know I'm after monsters.
Something that's going to hurt you.
I trust this baby still. I can crank really big fish. But you've got some stories about them as well. So tell us.
The one nice thing going back to these reels, if you had a problem with these reels, you could fix it with a butter knife. You know what I mean? Not super complicated.
Actually, I have stripped them with a butter knife.
Not super complicated. It's got a couple of screws. I know your 500s and things, you had little wind-off screws. You could pull this thing apart. If sand got inside, some fresh water, things like that. Yeah, so like, I think I fished the thinner model. We're a bit confused with the 49 and the 49A. If anyone knows the actual answer, please tell us in the comments below. It's pretty much a reel that I grew up on the breakwall fishing with 9, 10 years old, somewhere around there. I used to use these for catching Garrick learfish. Yeah. Couldn't really cast, but I used to be held by the back of my pants, so I didn't throw myself off the end of the breakwall with my shad or stripey live bait to target Larry's, what I call them, guys. So awesome reels, bulletproof. It probably weighed about the same as what I weighed at the time, but a very good reel to fish with.
You know, some guys say, you just really go to this museum. But I've got a challenge. I still haven't fished enough with it.
Yeah.
But our youngsters at Vilmoria, I said I'm going to catch on mono and this baby. I'm going to outcatch them as far as sharks goes this year. My shark time's coming, so I'm getting lots of little sharks at the moment. But my very first cast as a multiplier.
Yeah.
I was about 7, 8 years old. Was on one of these. Yeah. Tidal pull, sensor there, wood left the rod. Hey, I want to go over cast now. I actually cast okay. I think
I can see where this is going.
I just didn't know how to stop the thing. Bang, bird's nest. I just ran. I didn't admit to it. I just ran.
Nice dry nylon.
Nice dry nylon.
You can't get the knots undone.
How's it, my man? My butt still talks to me to this day, so that's a good thing. But I mean, growing up, we all started off in jig masters. Yeah. But then as a youngster, you always got ambitious.
Yes.
This was your ambitious reel.
Yeah, 100%.
And things like muscle cracker, big carbon, this was the heavy tackle. We used to use per glass cast masters. Yeah. So nothing smaller than a 4 or 5 ounce sinker. And I mean, I've pulled some babies in these.
Well, I can remember this one story. A little 7-foot, blue little 7-foot rod. I don't even know what rod it was. Trying to get this thing to fit on my little 7-foot rod. This is what I wanted to fish with on my 7-foot rod, just in case. Sure. Yeah. I can remember that.
And they've got although they're a slow ratio and old technology, there's an incredible amount of torque there.
100%.
They can literally crank thing. Comfortably use deep sea.
100. I've used them deep sea.
Certainly. But I can remember I was fishing, you guys probably don't know, Jujucha. It's up on the Wild Coast, just this way of Coffee Bay from school. We used to Boonderbash to get there in the old days. And I was fishing at night on my own. My boat had gone to sleep in the buggy, which normally happens. And I got into a solid bronzy. Yeah. Like a solid bronzy. And I fought this guy for about an hour. And in and out. Heavy tackle. I think you 17 kg maximum in those days. So it wasn't thin line. No wire or anything like that. Though.
0.55.
And about a 2 meter bronzy.
Yeah.
Might have been a smidgen longer, smidgen smaller, but a good fish. You know what I mean? On your own at night, pull it up. It's a bronzy.
Cut the line and let it.
In those days, we didn't have pliers to get a shark loose. And I'm sorry.
Just said cut and let it go. Yeah,
and it was like probably a 3-hour hook or something like it, if I know I was fishing in those days. So incredibly strong reels. Yeah. I've pulled many a big silver on them. They've lasted. And
the guys still fishing. I've seen there's a lot of guys still fishing with these reels. Plenty guys fishing.
And you talk about servicing your reel. If it gets a bit of sand and it gets a bit grindy,
you open it up, wash it off, and slap a bit of grease on.
You just dunk it in the sea. You dunk it in the sea. Chew a little bit. Oh, now it's getting better. And the weird thing is, I did service. Servicing was taking off the side plate. You didn't get into the springs in it.
No.
And you just sprayed it a bit and put some grease. That's all you did.
Slap with a finger of grease.
And I mean, this baby is what, 30, 40 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Phenomenal. Like,
look at that thing.
Your reels nowadays. They won't last 40 years.
And like, not to kid the guys in them also, check out that free spool, guys.
Yeah.
Still spinning wonderful. Amazingly put together reels. I think these are the kind of reels that made Penn a house brand.
100%.
And I think all of us have got some Jig Master and 49 stories.
Or the 180s or 160s or whatever you got.
25s I used to fish with. And guys, next week, we're going to try to do this
weekly
Throwback Thursday. I want to see some pictures, Alex. And some stories about your reels, and maybe send us a photo so we can talk about the old stuff.
Yeah, if there's anything you got lying at home that's interesting, I know I've got a Polaskansky. I'm going to pull out and bring to Don, and we're going to
Polaskansky.
Polaskansky.
Kansky. You got to get the name right.
You think this thing's got a loud clicker? That one doesn't. Never switches off. Even when you're reading it, it goes.
I've got a Polaskansky 3 from the UK still, made in England.
Oh, really?
But it doesn't work too well anymore.
Yeah, I've got one in mint condition still. Very mint condition.
But a reel, I've caught some awesome fish.
Yeah.
Cool thing about them, they were lever drags.
Yeah.
And the lever drag, there is actually a progression from this reel.
Yeah.
This reel inspired the development of those. And this was I don't know if it's from Poland or whatever, but Foreign Oak came from England to Cape Town during that tuna run thing. And he said he could make a better reel than that. Yeah. And he made a steel spool lever drag.
Okay.
And it had gears that could tow a boat.
Yeah. And they even these reels are so good. They even make knockoffs. I know there was something called a Sea Boy because I have one. I think it's called a Sea Boy.
Yeah.
It looks identical, but it's definitely not what this reel is.
The weirdest thing is in the States in particular, there's quite become a collector's item.
Oh, no,
I could probably sell this for $1,000 on eBay.
Easily. Especially the guys that got new unboxed ones, they go for quite a
for sure. Yeah. And certain color scheme ones, and some that had the A and knots,
and some that are maroon and
the maroon one I told you, Senator, dude, Senator.
Yeah.
These are the black boys.
No, but even your 500 came in maroon and then it came in black. And they changed it.
Yeah, that is later, really old ones. Years, for sure. So, guys, I think we've all got a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
But nostalgia aside, there's still products that can catch fish.
Yeah.
If I hook into a tuna, this is probably the baby I'd want to have on the end of the rod because I know and trust what I can handle on it. And having 500 meters of mono instills a fair bit of confidence.
A lot of mono.
Okay, so hook us up.
Yeah, let us know, guys.
Images, mail us at info@bulmoria.
If you've got a nice old lure out your great-grandfather's box.
Lures, some old KPs come to mind. Some old Penn and Dower stories come to mind. Maybe old favorite rods.
Yeah.
A couple old rods.
We've got some old, different type of hooks lying around. I know someone's got some weird old mustard hooks lying at home.
And I know a lot of the guys used to make their own spoons and lures. I'd dig to see some of those designs. That'd be awesome as well. So, yeah, I think this Throwback Thursday could be a cool throwback.
Yeah, so anything you want to talk about that's past, or not present, but past, and we'll bring it back into the present, show the guys. Got some stories to go with it. Let us know, guys. Hit us up, and we will put it on display for you. We can even look at, there's a guy or some things, maybe we'll go have a look and we'll get him to bring his products in.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Let's a nice collection of reels.
Let's dust off the archives and let's make it fun.
Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us for Throwback Thursday. So from Dean from Untraceable Fishing and Don from Bulmoria. Till next week Thursday. Cheers.